as she stands in so much strength today. Amen. We celebrate you. Amen. Amen. For being strength to us. Amen. And to his mother and father and all of the children, his father-in-law, the entire family that had their hand on Brother Harry. I was blessed by the life and the ministry of Brother Harry. Unique situation, somewhat different than the context that most of us know him as a drummer. I believe Lonnie brought him to the church as a fill-in drummer on one Sunday, and he began to hang around. And once he finally discovered that that position was occupied, Harry wouldn't remain satisfied until he found something for his hands to do. And so Harry took on the spiritual occupation of serving. And very dutiful, very memorable, very honorable young man. I thank God for the time that God gave me to provide leadership to his life. And we're blessed to have encountered Harry. Am I right about it? Amen. I want to speak just a few moments on today. We certainly honor the pastor of this church, Pastor Jeffrey Hazel. Come on, give him a great round of applause. Not just allowing us access to the facility, but being present on today. Amen. To Mom and Dad Claire, amen. Give them both a great round of applause. Amen. Bless God for them. Amen. To all the leaders and pastors, to my sister and my brother, I love you guys both. Amen. To Elder Regina Thompson, amen. We thank God for, amen, all of you and all of the pastors and ministers that decorate this body. Give this awesome choir a great round of applause. Amen. 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 Let's not hold you too long. I would like to lure your undivided attention to Isaiah chapter number 6. Falls when you get to verse number 1. There's a brief word from the Lord using this one slice of scripture to build a foundation on Isaiah chapter number 6, pausing at verse number 1.
Listen.
Mom been directing traffic all day. The capable staff of the Boyd Funeral Home, amen. Give them a great big round of applause for their skill service. The Bible records in Isaiah chapter number 6, pausing at verse number 1, it was in the year that King Uzziah died, that I saw also the Lord sitting upon the throne, high and lifted up, and his train filled the temple. This is Isaiah writing about the homegoing service of Uzziah. He says, it was in the year that King Uzziah died.
All right.
I saw also the Lord high and lifted up, sitting upon his throne, and his entire train filled the temple. I want to deal with the purpose behind our pain, using this slice of scripture to give us a glimpse of the ministry of death, because I believe that death plays a role in this thing that we call life. Am I right about it?
All right.
One text says that it is appointed unto man once to die. And after death, we have to engage our God. Death is designed in its purest sense to impact us and affect us all in different ways. And so as I began to evaluate the different expressions of mourning and celebration of life, it literally blows my mind to see 1 minute a person crying and the next moment they are rejoicing. To see them holding their head down in grief and the next moment they're giving God glory. You can see the anguish and pain at times, even as I begin to evaluate the wife and the mother and the father-in-law, and even the children. You can see their pain at times, and then the next moment they're giving God praise. It is because the ministry of death is designed to impact us in very different ways. I never forget Pastor Regina being called to the city of Fort Lauderdale to do a homegoing service for a young lady that I had known quite some time. Her son had transitioned to be with the Lord. And while being invited there to do the son's homegoing service, I often share this at celebrations because I think it speaks volumes to the ministry of death. I was transitioning out of the auditorium as I was shaking the hand of many family members And the first person that met me at the door was the father of the young lady whose son had passed away. And he began to express to me his profound appreciations for my presence and my preaching. And I began to thank him for the opportunity of sharing with such an awesome family. Only to return back home, and about a couple of months later, I got a phone call from the same young lady that her father, the young man that had met me at the door, had also transitioned. And she invited me back to do his homegoing celebration. While preaching his homegoing celebration, I marched out of the sanctuary as I had done with his grandson. I marched the entire family out, and standing at the door this time was not the father, but it was his wife. And his wife shook my hand. She said, Pastor Torrey, I didn't get a chance to thank you for doing my grandson's eulogy. And so I want to take this moment and thank you for doing my grandson's eulogy. And while I'm at it, you did a marvelous job today with my husband. I want to thank you for being here for my family. I said, it's the least that I can do. Amen? And then I returned home, and about 6 months later, the same young lady called me, and she said, I need you to come back. Now, don't y'all be afraid to shake my hand after service. I'm just the same young lady called me, and she said, listen, Pastor Torrey, I need you to come back one more time. She said, because you do recall my mother. I said, yes. She said, my mother made her transition. I said, I recall your mother because she shook my hand at your father's funeral. I have a vivid picture of her father because her father shook my hand at her son's funeral. At that moment, God began to deal with me concerning the ministry of death, how that he can handle it. Individuals who have impacted all of us in peculiar and unique ways only, watch this now, to gather us here to be in the context that we call sanctuary, to hear what it is the Spirit will say to the church. Could it be that the mother was prepared for her death at the father's funeral? Could it be that the father was prepared for his death at the grandson's funeral? And could it be that God is preparing us for our death at Brother Harris' funeral? Am I right about it? He said, Torrey, it is in the ministry of death that we began to learn how to live again. Taking the posture of, let's speak God, Isaiah, he said, Torrey, I too sat in a sanctuary. Can you use this analogy? I too sat in the sanctuary evaluating, watch this now, the transition of someone I love dearly. He says it was in the year that King Uzziah died that I saw the Lord. Blows my natural mind, Toya, because I've discovered now in my 44 years of living that God can put us in positions whereby he can no longer be ignored. I wish I had something there. Amen. God can put us in predicaments and in postures whereby we can override, underestimate, downplay our need for a true and living God, because it was at Uzziah's funeral that Isaiah was directed back to God. I wish I had something here. It was at the, let's speak on Uzziah's transitioning that God began to deal with Isaiah in a very peculiar way. And could it be some of us who are under the sound of my voice, you've been thinking about death ever since Harry made his transition. You've been thinking about the brevity of life, how one minute you're here and the next minute you're gone. They used to say you're here today and gone tomorrow, but I've discovered in my 44 years of living that you can be here today and gone tonight. Am I right about it? And so it's imperative that we pay the most earnest heed to the things that we hear. It was in the year that King Uzziah died that Isaiah was directed back to God. It is my prayer after the celebration and the song and the preaching and the fellowship that somebody will be directed back to God. And Harry's death is going to have a lasting impact in the lives of those of us who are attending. Then it's important primarily that we see what Isaiah saw. I wish I had some hip here. Oh my God, he didn't see it simply as a long-term, prolonged, painful experience, but he saw purpose behind his pain. I wish I had some hip here. Oh my God, I just want to pause and parenthetically say this, since I got you under my attention. you're feeling pain right now, but there's purpose behind your pain. Am I right about it? These are the days when God began to reveal himself in peculiar ways, and you're going to discover, Felicia, something about God that you never knew. You're going to discover, Mom and Dad, something about God that you never knew. Amen. Children and families, you're going to discover something about God that you never knew. That's why you got to hide yourself in the Word of God like never before. He that dwelleth in the secret place, oh my God, of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful, but his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in that law doeth he meditate both day and night. Isaiah said, let's speak God, I saw the Lord. It's my prayer before we make our exit out of this space that we call sanctuary, that you see what Isaiah saw. He saw Adonai. He saw chieftain. He saw the captain of his soul. He saw the one that's been protecting him, because here's what I'm discovering. I'm going to back up off y'all after I say this. Watch this now. That in the midst of all of our pain, God still can't be diminished. He's still God. He is still in control. And some of you, despite how painful this moment may have been, amen, you can resist but to give God the glory that he alone deserves. Was it not the psalmist prophet that says, I will bless the Lord at all times, and his praise shall continually be in my mouth? Won't you grab somebody by the hand, shaking like we got a praise left, and tell them it's painful, but I'm going to praise him. It's gloomy, but I'm going to give him glory. I'm wounded, but I'm still going to worship the God of my salvation. I need some jumping, screaming, dancing. Can you lift your hands up, leave your head back, and shout glory to the Lamb? I said I saw the Lord. Amen. But it's imperative that we not only see what Isaiah saw, but it's imperative that we sense what he sensed. Because Isaiah began to look critically at himself. When he saw the Lord, he began to sense something about himself. And in settings like these, that we've got to be real with ourselves. Am I right about it? Oh my God, and it's in settings like these that we've got to be transparent, not just with others, but with ourselves. Isaiah said in verse number 5, woe is me, I am undone, because I am a man of unclean lips. I dwell in the midst of a people of unclean lips. My eyes have seen the King, the Lord of hosts. Because whenever we evaluate God in his deity, we cannot help but get a glimpse of his mercy. I wish I had some happy. When we look at God in his deity, we've got to equally look at the mercies of our God, because it is of his mercies that we have not been consumed. There's a huge distinction between then grace and mercy, because when God honors us with grace, he gives us, or he holds back what we, oh my God, don't deserve. But when he gives us his mercy, oh my God, he don't give us what we do deserve. And so because all of us still have breath in our body, the activities of our limbs and the fluidity of our mind, we're standing today in the mercies of an almighty God. Oh my God, the only reason why, bless me God, we're able to praise the God of our salvation is because we're standing in the mercies of God. The only reason why we've not been swallowed up by the plot, the plan, the scheme, the strategy of the enemy is because we're standing in the mercies of God. Oh my God, if this is going to make any sense tomorrow, we got to see what Isaiah saw. We got to sense what Isaiah sensed. But then we got to say what Isaiah said. Isaiah said at the end of the funeral, Lord, if you need anybody, oh my God, here am I, send me. Oh my God, if you need somebody to send someone to sing, if you need someone to give you glory, then here am I. Send me. Because there's nothing we can do to change what has transpired in the life of Harry. Harry is all right now. This is the first time in his life that he's all right. Because Harry now is in the bosom of Abraham. I wish I had somewhere here. And I heard somebody say that if we live right, hold everything, we'll get a chance to see Harry again. I know some of us said, well, I didn't get a chance to say goodbye. I wish it would have happened another way so that I could have had my final conversation with Harry. But this is not the way his story will end. If we see what Isaiah saw, sense what Isaiah sensed, and say what Isaiah said, watch this, then we're going to see Harry again. How can you say that? Because the Bible says that there will be a resurrection. Oh my God, dying is not the end of the story of the believer. Oh my God, but every saint that dies in Christ will be resurrected. For the Lord himself shall descend with the sound, with the voice of an archangel, and the dead in Christ shall rise first. And he's getting up out of the grave, and we'll be able to see him again. How can you say that we're going to see him again? Because after the resurrection, there's going to be a reunion. Oh my God, we're going to be caught up together, and we're going to meet, oh my God, the saints in the air. As I begin to look around this room, oh my God, some of you have sat on this front row. You have been in your loved ones goodbye. Oh my God, just a couple of years ago, I did the eulogy at my mother's funeral. Oh my God, and I'm looking forward to that resurrection. When God began to open up the grave and those who died in Christ get up, oh my God, in their resurrected body. There's going to be a resurrection. There's going to be a reunion. And here's what makes me shout. House of God, there will be rejoicing. Because we're going to be able to look back and tell our story. We're going to be able to look back and see all the hills and the mountains that the Lord has brought us over. We're going to be able to look back and our soul is going to wonder how that God kept us in the midst of pain, sickness, and chaos. Oh my God, and when every saints, oh my God, all the saints get together, what a time it's going to be. Won't you grab somebody by the hand, speaking like you got the expectation, and say, I can't wait until we get together, because we're going to shout our troubles away. We shouted just a moment ago, but that's just a rehearsal of how we're going to praise God in our resurrected body. We're going to shout hallelujah and glory to the Lamb of God. Oh my God, those of you that got a loved one that's going on to be with the Lord. Oh my God, and it's caused you pain. It's caused you anguish. It's caused you chaos. And you had to reconcile the absence of a husband, of a child, of a friend, of a mother, of a father. Oh my God, you can change your garment. When Jesus comes back, you can put on the garment of praise from the spirit of heaviness. You can start giving God the glory that he and he alone deserves. That's why we are living this life, just to live again. They don't sing it no more, but they used to sing it in the old church. Sign me up for the Christian Jubilee. They said, right now, saw the Lord. If you can't see God now, there's something is wrong with you. You gotta see him through your pain. You gotta see him through your grief. You gotta see him through your wound. He says, and I said something about me by seeing the Lord, that I'm still undone. I'm living as an unclean man. I sense that if I don't modify, augment, change, then I'll never see Harry again. See? This is not an unbeliever's funeral. That's why we've been able to celebrate. Because we're not wondering where Harry is. He's not gone somewhere. He's gone to a place. He's not lost. But if we're going to take advantage of his death and capitalize on the ministry of death, the purpose of this pain, then we've got to see what Isaiah saw, sense what he sensed, and then say what he said. Here am I. Now, if God couldn't handle nothing dirty, if God couldn't handle nothing filthy, then most of us would be disqualified. One of the first revelations that God gave us was that he can handle us in our dirtiest state. That's why when he made us, he didn't make us of gold. He didn't make us of diamonds or jaspers. He made us of the dirt of the ground, so that when we come with our excuses, he can say, I already know how dirty you are. I don't care how good they smell. I don't care how good they look. I don't care how good they preach. I don't care how good they sing. You are all sitting next to one big pile of dirt. When this dirt gets out of control, he left on record in Jeremiah. He says, the clay became marred, but it was in my hand. And I didn't want to discard it because I still had a plan. And so I took the same piece of dirt and I made it again. Into another dirt vessel. Y'all hear what I'm saying? Isaiah said, I know you can handle me because you made me. And you know all about me. So I see the Lord. I sense something about myself. And it's propelling me. It's provoking me to say something. See? I'm going to receive it. You don't have to be called around the altar. You don't have to be called to a place of accountability. Right where you are. You can say what Isaiah said and change the course of your entire life. He says, I'm unclean. See? See? There's a whole lot of sin we don't want to talk about. All we tend to talk about are sinners' sin. But saints got sin too. I say, you know what? Say it again. Get my mind right. Yes. Get my heart right. Get the wrong stuff out of my mouth. Get my eyes right, because some of y'all can't see good at nobody. I wish I had some help here. If you can use me with all that, if you can take me with all of that, here am I. I present myself to you as a living, breathing sacrifice. Harry's death is going to be worth our while. And after the drummer leaves and the organist leaves and the Hawaiian guitar player leaves and the keyboard and the guitar player and the choir leaves and all of this other stuff, and all of us are left with our personal memories of that man right there. The only way himself. He saw the Lord. Who's been holding you? Who's been keeping you? Who's been providing for you? Folk like you got laid off this week. Folk like you died this week. Come on, who's been guiding you? See the Lord. And you got to sense something about you that don't nobody know but you. I know me better than I know anybody else. So that's why most of us got to just hold our head down and talk to God for ourselves. When you talk to him, don't say what you think he wants to hear. Say what Isaiah said. He says, I'm available as messed up as I am.
Wow.
If you clean me up, if you work on me, if you keep your hand on me, I'll be the best prophet you ever had. Somebody lift your right hand up. It was in the year that King Uzziah died and Isaiah saw the Lord. It was in the year that Harry died. Many today will see God in a way that they've never seen him.
Amen.
Touch every man, every woman, every boy. Give them their own personal revelation. Give them an experience that they've never had. Beyond the pain, beyond the gloom and the womb of death. Give them a revelation of you. An epiphany. They'll see, sense, and say. Have your way in us and through us. In the name of the Lord Jesus.
Yes.
We decree it and we declare it's done.
Yes.
Amen.
Amen.
And amen. God bless you.